Yang Wolf Thundergun and I gathered for another episode of Yang Wolf's Anime Corner, where we decided to review the new 2023 anime, Revenger. We watched the first 2 episodes together, and this is what we had to say about it. If you liked the video, make sure to check out our other discussions and gameplay videos.
We're watching 3 episodes.
Watching 3 episodes of Revenger.
Alright.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna give you our likes, our dislikes, and our rating at the end of the video. Stay tuned.
Oh, do we have drinks and snacks on board? What we got?
One more shot, guys. One more shot.
Oh God, hold on.
Come on, let's go, Ross. When we get a Call of Duty, sir, we gotta be ready.
Yeah. Fuck up. All right.
While this guy drinks his fucking baby water.
We're back.
We're back from the greatest anime I've watched for 2023, and I just want to say it was amazing. I see the potential in the anime.
That anime was amazing if the greatness of animes was rated on how bad they are.
I don't think the anime was boring at all. I think it was pretty cool.
Nothing in that anime hooked me whatsoever.
Wait,
It was 2 episodes in. I like the fact that the main objective is a little different than what I'm used to. I like the whole revenge concept. The harder the bite and the gold mark means the stronger the revenge is.
so what's happening in this episode, right? He needs very from what I'm understanding, he needs flashy things to happen. And there's not much. He's not a very story-driven guy.
No, that's not true.
A little simple-brained.
I actually don't have any interest in what happened in episode 3 because I literally was not hooked by anything. I was like, okay, I got the fact that they're an organization that takes revenge for people. I got it, but they spent 2 episodes explaining it.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes explaining what the show is about.
I had
Why
got
is that a crazy concept for you?
because I had
First
got
2 episodes to actually explain the anime. You want the other 12 to explain it? Well, I don't understand.
I got it in the first 5 minutes. They said it the first time, and they recruited the main.
So I basically want to touch on this. So the last anime we reviewed, it was basically there's no character development. Everything felt rushed. This was the anime where you're building on the experience of the character. On what he's going through, and I feel like it's building up his character development. It was 2 episodes. So, most animes that have something that's going for a minute, you're not going to get the full shebang fighting and all that crazy stuff in the first place.
In the first 2 episodes.
So, I take it for what it was. I like the story building. I can see where the action is going to actually take part as they further along go into the anime. I'm going to continue watching it because I actually enjoyed it. There's a little story driven in the beginning, which I can see why people can get bored of watching it. It's gonna go somewhere. It's gonna go somewhere.
I don't feel like the story was driven at all.
It has the anime, the
God forbid if the story was actually driven, then you really hate it.
You're saying that the story was mostly trying to drive the story and explain the story at the beginning. Really, it just sounded like they just kept repeating over and over again. We're paid killers, but we're good guys. Are you gonna join us?
They said nothing about that in their first episode. The second episode, they talked about that. What their business is. The first episode they never spoke about it in the first episode.
The first episode was to show the background of the main character. It didn't even talk about what the show was based on. It literally just highlighted the shit he was going through or how he was placed in that position. Episode 2 explains exactly what that organization is about, and it showed it in detail when they actually went on a mission together for the first time. That was it.
Right.
The main character, he doesn't provide anything. He looks like a basic anime character design.
You know what kills me is
I'm saying he looked like a regular
anime.
I'm saying he looked like an anime. He looked like a bland anime character.
Tell me this and answer this truthfully without being biased. You say he looks like a bland anime character. One of your favorite animes of all time is the most bland anime character I've ever seen in my fucking life.
He looks super bland, but his personality and story actually drove so fast in the first 2 episodes
because you're only on episode 2. I'm sorry, but Death Note has the most bland looking character I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I'm just adding on.
I don't understand how it even makes sense.
He is Light Yagami is 1,000 times more interesting than whatever this guy was. What did we learn about this guy? What did we learn about this main character?
When did Light become very, likable?
I didn't say likable. He's interesting.
not likable, but interesting. It wasn't episode 1 and 2.
What? He was interesting.
From what I remember, I
If
started
you
lighting
tell
up.
me that Light Yagami was interesting in the first 2 episodes, you're fucking lying. That was
Light
the most
Yagami
boring shit
was
I've ever.
interesting.
It took me 4 attempts to even get past the fucking first 4 episodes of that show.
What do you know about this dude in this anime that we're currently discussing? Which is
I know
Death
that
Note.
his fucking wife died and he
he's-
killed his wife's father.
He
Off of duty of honor because they ordered him to go kill him.
And he
Not
ran in
knowing-
and saw his wife in a pool of blood after she
Yeah.
killed her.
I know.
He was
I know.
He was an honorable son of samurai.
I know because they showed us
Correct.
that like 5 times, and they talk about it about 8 times. And then whenever he talks to the weird, mysterious leader of the odd job people, he brings it up about every time they talk to
every
him.
time.
And then-
The two of
I
them
know,
only
which
had.
is insane because there's
The
2
two of them-
episodes and
the
they
two of
said it
them
like
only-
8 times.
How? If the two of them only had actually 2 sit-downs into 2 episodes,
I
they
don't
had
know
2
how they
sit-downs
did
with
it.
each other. Did the
Yeah,
first
you're
time he met him, he
making
was all bandaged up. When he was all bandaged up and he got hurt and they saved him from the river. And the second time was he actually explained the gold coin to him. That's the only 2 actual conversations those 2 guys had.
So tell me-
You're making things up. You're sounding like you watched 12 episodes
So
just now.
how did we get?
You're describing this anime. You're describing this anime as if you watched 12
So how did we
episodes.
get
2
through
episodes.
2 episodes and somehow managed to only get through that part? We pretty much just talked about what happened to him.
The first
we had
2 episodes.
Yes, that's still
2 episodes.
2 episodes. Wait, you telling me animes don't have things happen
Within
in the first 2
let me-
episodes?
Let me give a simple
Yes.
breakdown for those of you who didn't watch the show.
How many episodes?
Within the
go
first 2 episodes, we were able to find out the main character's background. We were able to see him go through trauma and tragedy. We were also able to see this group an organization that came in. We were able to see 3 different characters and get information on all of them. We were able to notice and locate all of their abilities. We were able to also find out information on the gold coin, which we wanted to know since the first episode. I mean, I'm literally going through a list of things we saw in just 2 episodes.
And-
you're telling me all we saw was the same
And
shit over and over
none of
again.
which-
That's bullshit.
None of that stuff you just mentioned was interesting whatsoever. So you're defending it so hard. It didn't sound like you particularly enjoyed the anime
Sure.
either. So do you enjoy this anime? You loved it? It was great?
I think the anime was pretty fucking dope. I didn't have a problem with the art style. I didn't have a problem with the fighting and everything that happened. I didn't have a problem with the fucking storyline. I even started this video out by saying I think it was unique and interesting. The fact that they're taking revenge on everybody with the gold coin concept. I thought it was pretty dope. I would continue to watch the show.
I thought the
I
gold
watched
coin
it
part.
1,000 times over that dumb shit with the most boring character I've ever seen in my fucking life writing in a notebook.
I thought that the gold coin thing was the lamest part. I feel like they kept showing it on the screen like it was something important, but it was like, okay, so we get it. How much they want vengeance, they bit harder into the coin. Okay, we got it. Like they kept showing it like it was a symbol of
They
something
only
that
did
was.
By the way, one time.
No, they kept showing the coin on.
I almost want to rewatch it just so you can find out that they only mentioned a bite one time in these 2 episodes.
They showed the
One
coin
time.
so many
They
times, bro.
mentioned that bite one time.
No, they explained
that
it. They explained it at the end. They showed it at the very beginning, and they showed it throughout the fucking coin. Every time somebody was dying, they unveiled the coin out of the cloth, and we're
They
like,
showed a bite mark and a coin. multiple times.
There's only 2
They
coins that showed
explained
up.
this shit one time.
There's only 2 coins that
it-
showed up in the very beginning, and the girl in the doctor's office. 2 points. I feel like you watched like 18 episodes and you're not telling us.
I feel
And
like you guys
have
are.
You
It's
have
like
this,
I feel like this is a weird 2v1 where you guys seem like you are fans of this anime. I didn't know.
I'm not
'cause
saying
when
I'm-
we were
I'm not
watching.
saying- no.
When we were watching, Yang Wolf didn't sound interested. When we were watching, Ross didn't seem interested.
I was watching
In the
the
second
show.
part of the second episode, everybody was pretty much agreeing with each other, and that nobody was even paying fucking attention to whatever they were talking about
beginning
because
of the
nobody
episode,
cared.
We were talking about other
I
things.
agree. Yeah, because I brought up the other things that we was talking
Yeah,
about.
literally nobody cared
I
when we
feel
were
like-
watching.
I paid attention to anime.
But it
I know
seems
what anime
like
is about.
now-
I know what's going on in anime.
Now you guys seem like absolute fans. So I'm sorry I offended your favorite anime.
What I'm basically telling you, because the point you're making sounds like the anime is dog shit. I'm basically saying is that I will continue watching anime because of X, Y, and Z plot point. I'm not saying it's my favorite anime. I've been watching enough episodes to even say that. I'm just saying that I will continue watching anime because it has points or like a story that I would personally continue watching because of that. I'm just saying the way
saying
you're
it's dog
talking,
shit.
it sounds like it sounds like you watched 12 episodes and you have the whole entire anime
you
as synopsis.
keep
And you're
saying
talking
that?
about and you keep saying points of like they keep repeating something. I'm like, they continue repeating the same thing in the anime. I feel like they made certain points and they never retouched on the certain points.
But I wouldn't say that if it happened one time. I wouldn't have to say that if it wasn't repeated.
The only thing that they repeated is his memories of his wife dying and killing his father-in-law. Which is trauma, which I expect that to go through the entire episode. How many times in Naruto have we seen his backstory of him being treated like shit?
If I see the fucking swinging Naruto one more time, I might lose my fucking mind. That's what it is.
I didn't say. You keep saying that it's like I watched the whole anime. I did not say that the whole anime is dog shit. I said the first 2 episodes did not hook me whatsoever. It did not have any interesting, unique thing where it was like, hey, you want to find out what happens on the next episode. Not even slightly, and I don't feel like it did to you guys either. But
1,000 times.
If I say I'm going to continue watching it, I'm going to continue watching it because I found points in it that I like.
I didn't see anything wrong with that.
It may not have been for you, which we get to this point. Has there been boring parts in the anime where I was like, oh, okay, yes. The part where the little girl and the guy and the main guy is sitting on there talking, pretty much sharing up the money and dividing the money. Yes, that's when me and you started talking, and we were like, oh, and Ross would have got his tacos. That's the part we was talking at. Yes, was that a boring part? I agree, but I feel like the story will pick up, and a lot of stuff. I could see animes where stuff pick up, and I think
that's fine. Well, my point is, the first 2 episodes should not be the time where nothing happens and doesn't drive you to watch the rest of the anime. The first 2 episodes are probably the most important part where it needs to hook you and get you in and lock you in and implant the seed. We got One Piece over here who doesn't know anything about that, but we got modern animes with 20 episodes.
And they say all the time that One Piece didn't even hook anybody until like episode 13. So you need to grow up and stop being a child.
That's what I'm saying.
Not every episode or anime starts on the first fucking episode.
Nowadays they do. We have 20 episode animes that Yang Wolf prefers, which they need to hook you in the first few episodes. Otherwise they don't actually succeed.
I've watched plenty of 28. Yeah, not all of that.
Well, maybe as a viewer, maybe that's me. But I am also a viewer. I'm a viewer who's sharing what I expect from an anime at the beginning.
This is what we're doing. We're just arguing all points, and I think your points. This is where the discussion comes in because I disagree with your points. I disagree with
the first episode.
Ross is over here just saying random shit.
Like, I want to know. You said Death Note was good on the first episode.
Yes, you got me, Ross. You Death Note.
I'm asking a question. Was Death Note good to you on the first fucking episode?
Yes, Death Note was great. But Yang Wolf is now quiet because even though he always loves Death Note, now he's quiet because he agrees with me.
Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna name 2 episodes. Your problem is you don't like people you don't like me disagreeing with you and agreeing with right. Ross. No, he doesn't like. I'm gonna explain.
The first 2 episodes of Death Note. The first 2 episodes of Death Note introduced. The first 2 episodes of Death Note introduced one of the uniquest fucking ideas and concepts for an anime. Have you ever seen any other anime with a fucking that same concept? Not even slightly. So when they found the Death Note in the very first episode, and then he started using it in the second episode, he was testing how far he could go with it. Yes, that was interesting. I wanted to see what's the deal with this book.
Death Note started off slow for me. Do I like Death Note? I love Death Note. I think it's a great anime. When I first watched the first 4 episodes of Death Note, I started watching it. One of my roommates pushed me to watch it again, and I watched the entire thing, and I love Death Note. And the same thing goes for Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul started off fucking slow. I personally feel like Tokyo Ghoul did the same thing that you're explaining about this anime. Tokyo Ghoul wasn't captivating to me. It wasn't like, oh, I want to watch the next couple episodes. The only reason I did it is because I was told to do it by people who watched Tokyo Ghoul. And that's why I sat through the first probably 3-4 episodes until he finally turned to whatever the shit he turned to the ghoul, whatever. And I was like, oh, this anime is pretty fucking dope. And I watched his trials and tribulations until he actually turned to a badass for the last 3 episodes of the first season. So I can sit through an anime that's not captivating in the first 2 episodes, but I can see, if I watch anime, I can see the potential of it because of the first 2 episodes. And I feel like this anime has potential. I'm going to continue watching it. And when I finish watching it, I will say otherwise whether it's garbage or not. But my rating for the first 2 episodes, as in realistic numbers, 5 being average, I would give it a 6 out of 10.
Well, me being an adult with a real attention span, I have the time and patience to watch an anime, which is why One Piece is now recognized as the greatest anime of all time. It takes some time to get into. If you are a child, you need to be interested in the first episode, otherwise you get bored. And I understand that. That's just today's generation. You have to have a simple mind to only be hooked to a show within
you can go
the
to
first
insults
episode.
when you
I understand.
don't have points.
It's my turn. You can finish and talk about little Death Note in your diary.
Turn to insults when you don't have points. Go ahead.
I'm telling you what it is. At the end of the day, you need to be an adult to watch a show. There are plenty of shows that take more than the first 2 episodes for you to get into it. However, the first 2 episodes still have to have something unique about it. I think the gold coin and the revenge concept was something to make you watch this show more than just the first 2 episodes. I think that concept alone was pretty fucking dope. Because nowhere, by the way, did they say they were good guys. I don't know where fucking Kid Lightning is coming up with this. They never said that, by the way. They did not say, oh, we're good guys. They said, we take revenge for pay. Nowhere did they say they were good guys. I don't know why he said that shit multiple times. He clearly wasn't watching. So the concept alone actually makes it pretty dope to me. So yes, I would watch it. I'd give it a 7. I don't really see anything wrong with the show. I think I didn't like the English dub, but that's my mistake. I should have fucking watched the sub. Other than that, I didn't really find anything wrong with the show, the concept, or the characters. I think it was pretty unique.
You may go ahead.
Every anime that is successful and popular has an interesting thing about it. You're saying, oh, the gold coin is interesting. The revenge thing is interesting. I'm not going to lie to you. No, it's not. The gold coin can be replaced with a note that says, please kill this dude. I hate him. Like, it's a gold coin that they bit into. Yeah, they dressed it up to be something unique, but it's not. Everything they did, just a dude killing some other dude that we don't care about. A dude we don't care about killing another dude that we don't care about. There's nothing interesting about it. You want to shit talk Death Note for being slow. I'm not talking about slow. I'm not talking about fast. I'm saying something interesting. Death Note has the book. Okay? My Hero Academia has the quirks. Spy X Family at least has a unique thing where it's like the spy and the assassin and then the daughter. Unique properties that make something interesting enough to watch and continue it. This show is about people who do jobs, and yes, the job is killing people, but it's still not even interesting in that fact. It's just them killing them with a quick cut, flash cut of them being cut in half, and you're like, whoa, okay, I didn't know anything about that guy. I don't care about him dying. It's not about being fast. It didn't matter if they took long or not. It's people killing each other in an organization that I don't care about. One Piece, at least in the beginning of this long-ass fucking anime, presented the idea of pirates and ships. There's no other anime with pirates and ships, especially with people who have abilities like stretching their arms and having devil fruit abilities and forming this crew and seeing where their adventure goes, regardless of if punches and explosions weren't happening in the first episodes. That was enough to hook me. Just the concept.
So your rating, sir?
4. It seemed like a copy-paste anime.
So 4. Interesting. You was complaining way more during League and Fushin. So to even say
the difference here is that you guys agreed with me then. That's all.
You make the whole coin concept seem like it's lame, but
it was lame. The coin concept was lame.
Biting into a gold coin.
Oh yeah, not to show how much they want that person to die. Yes, correct. That's crazy.
Yeah, it showed. Okay, well,
it showed a lot more than that. The fact that they even had that specific coin on their person means they were going through something, knowing that this may happen to them. They were probably expecting death. There's a lot into the show that you didn't comprehend because you actually didn't even try.
Oh, I guess you're right. I just didn't comprehend it. My mind wasn't large enough to understand
coming around the corner for them
this
soon,
anime.
Something actually was happening. And I'm sure they were going to get into that more later on, which is why I'm interested in watching.
I'm sure.
But again, you think, oh, they can just wrote a note. Yeah, let me get stabbed in the neck, pull out a pen and paper. Like, that's not how it would have worked.
I'm saying the gold coin doesn't actually, it's not unique. It's not nothing. It's a gold coin. It's something that tells them, hey, kill this dude. I just died. It could have been anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a fucking gold coin.
Did the gold coin have a name on it? Did it tell them who to kill?
Care about the coin. No, I'm not missing it. I'm completely disregarding it because it's not interesting.
They had a lot to do. It just was a gold coin. They had to figure out everything for themselves. We just didn't even get into that aspect, which is why I thought the shit was dope.
Well, I can't wait to hear what you guys think of the finale.
Yanwo gave it a 6 out of 10. Thunder gonna give it a 7 out of 10, and Kid Lightning gave it a 4 out of 10, guys.
We will be back with the second part of this video when Ross
we won't, because I will not
finish the anime.
I will not have Kid Lightning sit through that again.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm saying you guys.
He's still distraught on this anime.
The second part
on my own.
The second part will be you guys finishing it and then coming to me and letting me know what it was like at the finale. I would love to hear your thoughts.
It would be a waste of time because it would be explaining something to someone who doesn't care about the anime.
Yes, watching the anime probably would be a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. So therefore,
even if this shit was fire, you wouldn't know because you didn't fucking watch it.
I gotta find out where the gold coin leads. What it truly represents the end.
I didn't say where the gold coin leads. I said the fact that these people have that gold coin means that they were anticipating death.
Okay. All right. So that was discussion on Revenger. This is a good hot take. I have a lot. We need more discussions like this. This was fiery.
It'll always be like this.
Please next time present a better anime.
No. How about Kid Lightning picks an anime? That's what I want to see.
Because you guys
on my next episode of Gang Wolf's Anime Corner, we're gonna have Kid Lightning pick an anime. Yeah, and I want to see.
You can hear you guys.
Let's just go.
You can literally look at you guys and see. Yeah. You guys are just planning to hate on it, just to hate on it to get revenge. Oh, to exact vengeance. If I find a gold coin on one of your asses, I swear to God, you want to spite my anime. Because I watched this anime and didn't like it.
I've said this even in the last one. There are a lot of topics that you'll mention about an anime that has to happen for it to be good. And then it literally contradicts a lot of your favorite fucking animes.
So
I'm sorry, but you do that all the time.
What if
I didn't say anything about the pace.
What contradicts here?
I said,
tell me.
You said that it has to hook you in the first 2 episodes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but that cute diary found in the middle of his school, where he writes his name in it, was fucking lame.
Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. I forgot that Ross actually knows what hooks me and all the people who were fans of the anime. So he knows what hooks people, even though it's not subjective or anything. So I apologize. That's my bad. I didn't realize that he was the master of all hooks. Okay.
Well, now you know. Something you need to write down in your fucking Death Note diary. Yes.
So anything else I contradicted?
Master of
what did I contradict with this anime?
Little book.
Please continue. What contradictions did I make about this anime compared to my favorite animes? Go ahead.
Hey, anything else?
You said that they have to be unique. Have you seen this concept before?
Yes.
Where? Name it. Please, God, name one.
Go Stray Dogs.
What?
Yeah.
All right, no, you're trolling.
Oh, that's what I thought. I hate when he contradicts himself.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ross. Have you seen the anime? Have you seen the anime?
What part of Bungo Stray Dogs have to do with
Have you seen the anime? Have you seen the anime, Ross? Hold on. First,
no, I haven't. So
okay, thank God. Because so where the fuck did that big reaction came from?
Because you're wrong.
Where the fuck did that big reaction just come from Ross?
You literally just watched recently.
Was it just purely out of spite?
Anime,
it was just purely out of spite, right?
No, it's because I knew you were fucking wrong.
When you exploded and you haven't even watched it, so you're just going crazy on nothing.
Okay, you're right. I'm so stupid for going crazy on nothing. So please explain to me how that fucking anime is like this one.
Guy joins a group of organization, like a group of people that do technically illegal stuff, but they're still technically the good guys, but they have to fuck up other people, and then they get rewards for it, and then they split it amongst themselves.
Right. You named like 1,000 animes that does
that.
So why would
are you trying to prove my point for me?
Okay, that's like saying
trying to be the good guys. You are literally making that part up.
That's like saying One Piece.
The anti-heroes, they're not evil. Okay, my bad. Jesus.
One Piece. Let me show you, Ross. Let me show you how much I could generalize.
One Piece, isn't it?
Literally any anime.
One Piece. A bunch of characters that join forces, that's friends with superpowers. How many animes is just like that? You just said the most generalized thing in the world.
Yeah, you're wrong. I'm sorry, but this is a very unique concept. I thought it was pretty dope.
Yes, the gold coin makes it unique. I'm sorry.
You just said the most generalized thing about an anime.
More
Like,
than
you said about any
the
anime.
revenge concept
No.
itself. The revenge concept itself makes it
Who
unique.
cares whether you kill the dude for revenge or they just?
It's not even their
Or-
revenge.
what
It's
if we-
like a revenge for
What if
someone
we
else.
like? Who cares? Like, I'm sorry. If I
The
sign,
point is,
if I
it's
sign an
unique.
assassin
You
or
claim it has
hitman
to be
or
unique
something
for
to
it to get
kill
your
somebody,
attention.
who
It
cares
is
if it's
unique.
vengeance or
You're
revengeance?
killing your own
or-
argument, and I hate that you can't just admit to it.
What?
You could be like, "Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe this one just specifically
No.
isn't for me."
You pursue things that you have no
It's
base
unique.
on. You have
They're seeking revenge, and it's not even revenge for themselves; it's for others.
They-
That is it.
okay.
Others that was done wrong, that things were done wrong to them.
No other anime have I seen like that.
It wasn't like
Kid Lightning
it
has seen
wasn't-
1,000 animes
Yeah.
like that.
it
I
wasn't
haven't.
like
So
it wasn't
I
like-
thought it was
a murderer who was a drug lord came to them and said, "Hey, kill this other drug lord," and they go about
It wasn't like the main
they're
character
doing it.
revenge for something personal from himself. It literally had nothing to do with him. So again, made it unique.
It was one of the most unique animes I've ever seen. I rescind my judgment. I give it an 8 out of 10. I think that I'm going to have dreams about what may possibly come. I might have to go into the manga to see ahead of time before episodes release to see what happens and who bites these gold coins.
The next,
You should have took a pen and paper. That would have been the coolest shit you've ever seen in your
Yeah.
fucking life. Just stop.
Do you really have do you have so fucking little that you're gonna keep going back to that just to?
I'm just trying to.
I understand. When you run out of ammunition, I understand that you have to continue to throw like little
Well,
petty
maybe
insults
that
on my.
doesn't give me so much ammunition for being so shitty
What do you mean?
that I'd run out, but I can't.
You use
I
the
seem to
same
have an
thing.
unlimited
Oh, Death
supply
Note.
of ammo.
Oh, well,
Death Note is so
well,
corny.
One Piece is lame. Like, I don't. What is
Yeah, you
that?
can try
Oh
that,
my
but it
god.
Wouldn't
Yes.
make any sense seeing as
Yeah,
how it's the
no, you're right.
greatest anime.
Death Note is
Well,
not
it's
successful
time,
at
man.
all. Yep, you're right.
No, which
Death
is
Note
why
sucks.
you can find that shit even in Megacon.
Yep, Death Note is horrible. I apologize.
Weird. I know that already, though.
all right, so the next topic of discussion, and that is our take on Revenger. If you guys enjoyed this episode, we have one more question coming up. You know,
Sucked.
the question of the night is: what anime do you find that has a very unique concept in the anime? What makes you get drawn to that certain type of anime?
I'll go first.
I-
I'm gonna say
you go first?
I'm gonna say the anime that we just watched.
Okay, so you're being
Reven-
funny.
no,
So I'm gonna
Revenger.
go. I'm gonna go
And
first. I'm gonna
the
go first. I'm
part
gonna go
that
first.
is hooking
I'm
and
gonna go
that,
first.
that
I'm gonna
really
go
draws
first.
me to it
I'm gonna
might
go
be.
first.
I'm stuck
I'm
between the
gonna go
gold
first. I'm gonna
coin
go first. I'm gonna
and
go first.
the
Go
unique
ahead.
I'm gonna go
character
first.
design.
So, an anime that I found really unique, and because of the concept, I would have to go with Owl No X. The reason being is because I love animes that has to do, and it sounds demonic, but I love animes that have to do with like hell and heaven and demons. So the main character is Rin, and he is the son of Satan. He had two sons, and Satan was trying to use them as vessels to come back into the real world. So I love animes with the concept of Satan, well, like hell and heaven, and that's one of my favorite animes. I have multiple posters for it, and just the storyline of that is to me, is one of the underrated animes of all time. So Ross, what's one of your favorite animes that you feel like doesn't get the shine or the light that it's supposed to get?
That wasn't the question. The question was,
Oh,
what
yeah,
anime did I think had a very unique
story.
what story to it?
Storyline and the main character. The main character had a great development. Storyline that you loved.
You said the first question was.
You get the gist of the
It
question.
turned into
So
two
go
different
ahead.
questions.
Two different questions.
Well,
Because
it's two different questions.
if I'm
I
being
answered
honest,
it.
I can't now. I don't know because
Answer the first
my-
question.
the first question I was gonna say like Sword Art Online, and I didn't even finish it. I thought that concept was dope. I thought it was very unique, but that's not even an anime that really drawn my attention as much as other animes did. But the concept itself, I thought was very unique and dope. That being said, that's not nearly one of my favorite animes, but I thought the concept was very unique. Yeah, if we're going off of just that, that's why I said this two-part question you're bringing up is killing me.
Answer the second part then. Since
What it would be a completely different anime.
well,
You know
go
what I'm
ahead.
saying?
Answer the second part.
The second part was who had a really great Dope
main character concept and development. Yes.
Attack on Titan.
Oh, that's a good one.
Which character?
I fuck with that.
The main character, Aaron. I mean, come on, like his
I
character development and everything that he went through and the whole concept, that was dope. That was unique, and to this day, like they're giving that shit like an 11 out of 10 because of his character development alone.
I don't know anything about the Aaron spoilers, but I mean, I pretty much know because I've seen like little clips here and there, like on YouTube Shorts, and I'm like, every time I'm trying to not look at it, but I'm also confused as hell. But
Attack on Titan, he's got it. And again, still not even my favorite anime, but if we're going off of just that, easily him. Yeah, Aaron.
I respect that. That's a good answer. Because I do like Aaron's development. And from when he started to where he's at now, it's like a complete character 360.
He's a fucking demon. Like, apparently so it's crazy. So yeah.
I like that. That's a good answer. All right, Kid Lightning.
First question, I think I'm gonna say assassination. That shit was unique as fuck.
Yeah,
I mean,
I didn't know you watched Assassination Classroom. I
don't understand who thought, like, who just sat there and was like, yeah, alien comes down to Earth, teaches a class to kill him. You know, like that shit was good. It was like
kill everybody like this, if he felt like it, but instead he's trying to get them to kill him. But they don't even come close.
And I like that they don't have. I like that they opted not to have tension between them. You know, like they actually liked him and stuff, and he treated them nice. And all this stuff. That was who had the best arc.
Character development.
Oh, that's easy. Fucking Zuko. Zuko from The Last Airbender.
Well, you know, we introduced The Last Airbender as an anime, but
hold on.
Technically, it's not an anime.
All right, let me think.
Zuko had the best character development.
He had the best character development. It was actually
everybody needs to learn from The Last Airbender. That's not arguable. That was perfect.
I'm trying to think. Who beats Zuko?
Why don't you choose Gara?
No, I didn't like Gara's character development.
I didn't like Gara.
My favorite time with Gara was when he was a kid to when he turned into like the anti-hero, where he was like, I don't like y'all, but I don't want to particularly kill y'all.
He's like, I don't like y'all, but Naruto is one of my great friends. So,
so he's like, I'm gonna let
I didn't like. I feel like they did Gara wrong in Shippuden.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy when he. The last part I liked him was when he was the leader of the ninja war and he was standing up there and it was like, we are no longer the 4 villages. We are all now ninja. I thought that was cool.
I like Guard now. I hated him back when you guys were in love with him. I thought he was
I liked him after Gara and Naruto fought, and Gara when he became, it was like probably pre-teens, when it was like probably like 13, 14, and that movie he had with the one movie where him and Rock Lee then went out. That's one to me that he still had the one tail inside of him. I really liked him then. After he lost the one tail,
did you guys like him when he broke Lee's leg?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck both of y'all.
That was when I fell in love with the character. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's crazy. I hated him so much. I almost stopped watching Naruto because of that.
Because everybody else was like, oh, we're fighting, but we're all in this together. And like, we're going to go a little easy on each other. Gar was like, I'm a fucking try hard.
Yeah, but it was pointless because he was saying that, but he didn't win. By the way, he won that fight against Lee. I'm talking about the Chunin exams. He didn't win.
No one won the Chunin exam.
But didn't Gara
he wasn't going to win that shit.
Gara opted not to do shit. There were times where he quit. Remember, he even quit the exam after he beat Rock Lee. He said, "I quit. Like I'm out."
Because he got his ass beat by the one guy with no fucking chakra. That's why he quit. He realized what he was up against, and he pussied out because he almost lost.
No, that's not why. He was like,
that's how I felt when he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna back out now." Yeah, because you got your ass beat by Rock Lee.
It was because he pissed off that they stopped him from killing him. He was like, "You're not gonna let me kill this dude?"
Yeah. I didn't go for that for a second. I feel like he pussied out because he got his ass handed to him. He got a taste of what blood actually felt like when Rock Lee dropped his fucking leg on his forehead. And he was like, okay, I almost lost to somebody who actually has no chakra. Oh, God can only imagine what happens if I fought Sasuke or somebody else. He pussied out. I thought he was a bitch.
Well, guys, thank you for joining Just Okay Gaming.
From Adventure Time.
In their anime discussion, Yang Wolf's anime discussion. See us on the next episode.
All right.
Finn is one of my